Good morning again. As I said before, unfortunately, the rampaging threats against our people have been happening for a lot of years. I've been reminded of another item that I edited recently from 2013, where one of the same particular days, rampaging in traffic maniacally, uh, again alleged as being a Marine somehow, and wanted to say that he's thinking of himself as being a Pol Pot against our people. Ratting and ravaging, saying these Pol Pot. Excuse me, I was just interrupted by one of them again. About anything, instead of being any actual literature or anything, they just like to, when I say the word some, they interrupt and say, use one of their gays to say psalms. Psalms, or say sometimes they say psalms times. It's just a slogan for them. They're conspiring. They don't really care about anything that makes any sense. They just use the slogan to interrupt on the traffic. It's hazing. So anyway, like I say, they wanted to interrupt. They were interrupting as I considered the item last night. As a matter of fact, last night there was a lot of British in the sound of the broadcasting disruption. Anyone else hears it whenever they're around. This time, what they did was they were made aware of my files about an item that I decided to delay until regular daylight hours because a pretty nice lady who claims being official weeks ago asked that I please don't upload any possibly dangerous subjects late at night because the abuse organization starts. So anyway, last night the Pol Pot subject had occurred again, and some who were British were wanting to encourage me to go ahead and upload it in the middle of the night last night, but I decided against. But anyway, so on the particular day back in 2000, it had been said a lot, you know. So all I can do is when there's so much material put at me, is that all I was able to do is quickly make a report, send it to a newspaper, or send it to the sheriff's department, or Department of Justice, or whomever. And so I just wanted to mention that that whatever they're saying now is that they've been rampaging 24 to various intensities all day, every day, all of the years since 1989. Anything, these days they go back to accusing from back when I was in childhood and very early in my life. They've been rampaging and causing me misery and loss through all of the years, and they always like to start saying torturing threats, they just aren't reasonable, then they wouldn't be an option about anything. I'd say that there should be travelers advisories warning against traveling through Utah even. You know, a fact is that their rampaging is really terrible, and is what it could be that sometimes I'm hearing frauds, but they're so intransigent through the years, and they're very arrogant about it. And what they really like to say, what they really like to emphasize, is being burning threats. And there was one occasion that a woman of them, or one of the gays that likes to mimic female, uh, he alleges that he's a cousin. I don't know anything about. Excuse me. I had, I've never known them. I explained some of that in the previous message. Is that they allege that they used to take people off of trains in Salt Lake City to be burned. They on it, and then as I said that, one of them just interrupted me from traffic sound, saying in Salt Lake City to be burned. They're sadists. They're criminals.